Yep. Good morning, everyone. So, yesterday we learned about some basics of database. Actually, for our React application, we learned about MongoDB commands. For handling CRUD operation, I explained you some commands. So, another point, we have to create APIs. We Yeah, we have to create API, and to create API, so creating API by using Node and Express.js. We have to use Node and Express.js. So Node and Express.js, we have to do that. So today we will create the API and we will design the front end for interacting with the APIs. So what is the project? According to the project, how to build the API, we will see that. So as I told you, these are all backend concepts. So we will learn simple basic design our application. So first, as I explained, we will create the database. So already we have the database. So what we are doing, yesterday I showed you server app, right? So in this server app, we are learning how to create a simple API app. So server side, we are creating a simple API, and how the API handles the requests, we are giving that. Now what is our job? Design API which can handle request from client, connect with the database, get the data from the database, and return to the user. So according to our project, we will do that. So first, we will create database and a collection for project. Okay. We will create database and collection for project. Then we are going to design API for that. So what is our project is, I explained, a simple video library project where two modules will be there. One is admin module, another one is user module. What is admin module? Admin module, admin can log in and he will see a dashboard. From the dashboard, he can upload videos, delete videos, update videos. So what user module can do? He can log in, he can watch the videos, search for videos, and save the videos to watch later. And for that, we will use some simple state management also, how to handle that. So first we need database for our collection. So let's design that first point. So we are creating a new database on MongoDB. What is the database name? Database name is, so here video tutorial. That is the video tutorial is the database name. We'll create a database called video tutorial. In this video tutorial, let's go and create it. I will show you. In this video tutorial, add collections. We need two collections. One is admin users. Admin is enough. Admin is the collection. So this is the collection name. And in the admin collection, we want the data, admin ID. So admin ID is a string type, and password. Password is also a string type. Just two details are enough. And admin, no need to register. We will fix one admin in the database, and only that admin can log in. So we will just define some admin people. Only those admin can log in. So admin have this option. Next, we will have users. Actually, this is the collection name. So we have another collection, that is users. In this collection, every user have a user ID. It is a string type. So every user have a username. That is also a string type. And the user have a password. And user have a email. That's also a string. So we have two collections. One is admin, another one users. So number one, admin collection, and number two, users collection. Admin can log in and users also can log in. Next, user have both options. User can register and user can log in, can do both actions. Next, next important is we have videos. Videos is a collection, and every video will have a video ID. It is a number. It have a title, string, description, also a string. URL is a string. Video we will bring from some YouTube embedded URL and use it. And we will have some likes. It is a number. Views is also a number. Suppose just we are using dislikes is also a number. Likes, dislikes, views. These are the options we are having. Every video is having a video ID, the title, description, URL, likes, views, and dislikes. That is simple video related data. Right. So this is the database we need to design. We need to create the database with all this. What is the requirement I showed you now? So what we will do, we will open MongoDB Compass. In this MongoDB Compass, we will connect and we will create one folder, one database. I think already I am having, I will drop that. Yeah. So we will create a new database. You see in the connection, you are having plus button, create database. What is the database name? So video tutorial. That is the database name. What is the collection name? By default, admin is the collection name. Admin is the collection name. I explained you commands yesterday, but while designing, you can design with graphical interface simply. So create database. Database is created admin. We will maintain one admin data, add data, insert document. Every admin will have a admin underscore ID and title. So what is this is JSON type, admin underscore ID and string. Suppose I given the name as suppose David admin. Just name I am giving and password some David 11. That is the password we are defined. Admin have only two details, admin ID and admin password. Okay. That is the detail we are using. Okay. Next, we need another one, users. Users actually can register from our website and user can log in. That means by default, one user I will create. So go to video tutorial, add a collection. So you click on this. So you click on this plus symbol. You click on this plus symbol. You can add collection. Collection name is what? Users. Okay. Temporarily one user I will add here. What user should have? User ID. Suppose John underscore NIT, that is user ID. Password. Some John 11 is password. Another one is we have email. So John at gmail.com and user have username also. Username. So that is John. Okay. We have some details. These are the user details we are having. One user detail temporarily I will keep. Other users can register. They can register. Okay. One more collection we need. What is it? Videos. So videos collection will have a insert document. Every video will have a video ID. Video ID is 1. So it will have a title. Suppose title is, I will give some videos we will upload from YouTube. YouTube videos means, suppose I will go to YouTube Naresh IT and suppose we are having like some videos are there. Okay, some Java videos are there. Actually, we need a filter also. Then we will do one more work. For every video, we will give the category also. Category. Category is a string type. Is a string type. Every video will have a category so that we can search videos based on category. Category comes from where we will have one more collection, categories. categories collection. This categories collection will have a, this category I will give as a idea, category underscore ID. This is a number type. Why? Because we will maintain as a foreign key. Category ID is number in categories table, and category name is a string type. That means actually this is the primary key of this table. It is used as a foreign key here. That means every video belongs to a category. Every video belongs to one category. So every video belongs to one category. What is advantage? Later when user wants, he can search. He says Java video should come. React video should come, like that. We should able to filter. So I just used the category also. So here video have a title. Suppose, okay, title is Java or Java something, and it is having a description. Description is suppose some lambda expression something, and it is having another one is what URL. Actually video URL will be like this. Your video URL is, suppose I selected a video. This is the video URL. Actually every video have a code. That means this is the video code. I will copy it. And usually video URL will be like this. https://www.youtube.com youtube.com/embed and the video code. We have to copy that video code. Then you can show this video in your website by using this embed. If you get the video code, you can do that. So how to show the videos you learned in HTML? Iframes are there. By using iframe, we can show that. Okay, URL is fine. Next, what? Likes. Likes I given temporarily some 200, and we have like dislikes 0. So we have views something like 3000, and what else we are having? Category underscore ID. Category ID, suppose this belongs to 1. Later we will add category. So category ID is 1. So insert. Okay, that okay na? All are there, right? Yeah. Now I say insert. It is inserted. Now actually we will have another collection called categories. In the categories collection, we will insert a document. Every category will have a category ID, that is 1, and a category name. This category name is Java. Similarly, I will copy another one. Insert document. So I given another category 2. This is some AWS something. So another insert document. So another document, category ID is 3. And this is some React.js. Something like this we are adding. These are the options we have. Now categories are added here. Okay, let's go. Our data is ready. So data is ready with all these options. Now what is the purpose of this? I hope you understood. Admin can log in. Admin can add videos, remove videos, update videos. user can register, and log in, and user can watch the videos, search for videos, everything we can give. So this is the basic database and data we are having. I added all the data temporarily for this. So this is the collections you have to create in your MongoDB. What is the database name? Video tutorial. Okay. Now, after creating the database, next step, we have to create API. Create API to handle request. Create API to handle request. So create API to handle request. Search away. I created categories somewhere, some other location. It's fine. Accidentally, it created in some other location, no problem. What we will do, we will maintain this. So the copy. In video tutorial, we need to add collection is what? Categories. So the category ID is this one, Java. Okay. So this is React. JS. Okay, number 3, some AWS. Like this, I'm adding. Fine. Okay, all are in our video tutorial. In video tutorial, we are having admin, categories, users, and videos. That is the data we are having. Okay. Now let's create the API to handle requests. So actually, this is nothing but API endpoints. Now, what are the endpoints? First, I will give endpoints. What are the endpoints we need? So what are the endpoints we need for API according to the responsibilities we want to design? So first, get. This will have an admin. What is it is going to do? Get admin users. It is going to get the admin user so that admin can log in. You need another get. This is what? Users. Get all users so that we can get all the users. Next, get. This is for videos. This is get all videos. And we have a get videos/ID. So get specific video by ID. Actually, this is video based on the ID. Initially, this is enough. Later, we can add more get requests according to our modifications into that. So get admin, get users, get videos, get video based on ID. So that individual video user can watch any specific video. So next one is user must able to register. So then what we will do? Post. This is register user. Add new user into database. That's what it should do. Another post, add video. This is add new video into database. We need a method. Actually, above we need to get categories also. One more is categories. Get all categories because we have a categories table also. And the put is edit video. So update and save video details. Delete is delete video. Actually, edit video and its ID is required. Delete video also ID is required. So delete video by ID. So that is what we have to do. So these are the CRUD operations we want to initially implement. Get, post, put and delete all these interactions. Actually, previously we designed these in our To-Do application. We designed that. So these are the interactions we want to, these are the API endpoints we want. Get users, get videos, get video by ID, and get all the categories. Register a user, add video into the database, edit that video and update the details, delete the video. So these are the jobs of admin. Admin. So here what we want here is we want to design API methods for this. So to create API methods, what we have to do? First point, go to your server app. Yesterday we designed a server app. You have to go there. Install following libraries. We already know. I told you what are the libraries to install. First, what you do, npm install Express, MongoDB, CORS. These libraries are enough. Install Express, MongoDB, CORS. MongoDB is a driver library to communicate with database. CORS is a library for handling and restricting requests, cross-origin resource sharing. That means you want to allow only get, don't want to allow post, you want to allow only post, you don't want to allow put, delete. You can restrict that by using CORS. And Express, it is to create a server-side app. It is a framework for creating your API. API we will create by using Express. So Express, just an introduction here, I will give Express. It is a middleware for configuring API endpoints. So MongoDB, that is actually, it is a drivers library to connect with Mongo database. CORS, cross origin resource sharing for handling requests. Like handling requests like get, post, put, delete, like this. Handling requests means managing their restrictions. These are the libraries we need. So you need to go to the server app and add these libraries. What you can do temporarily is better is, so add a server folder into React TypeScript app. You created a React TypeScript app na? In that add that folder so that you can maintain all in one place just for your convenience sake. So what we will do, so last session, what we done, we created a project, go to the React White app. You created React White app now, right? You go to React White app. So in this React White app, so I will remove all this part. Yeah. What you do is maintain here a simple new folder by name server. Okay. In this server folder, you maintain a file api.js. Here you can put your server side logic also, everything. That means in one place you will have both server and client related logic. You can easily run it. So instead of switching between projects, you create a server folder there. And in this itself, you install all these libraries. Here itself, you can install all the libraries, npm install MongoDB, Parse, and what? Express. I'm installing all the libraries required for API. Okay. After installing everything, now what you have to do? Add a new file api.js into server folder. So api.js into server folder. Now in this, all the API requests must be there. And how we need to create a simple API to communicate with the database and get them actually. Let's see. This is Node.js and Express option. First, you have to import libraries. You need to import the libraries. Constant. One library is course. Require course. That is the technique to import any library in CommonJS. In Node, you have to do this. Another one, constant express. Require express. We have to import this express also. Another one, constant Mongo client is equal to require MongoDB. In MongoDB, we have a class called Mongo client. This class is enough. Actually, MongoDB has server library, client library. We need only client library to connect with the database. So what we are doing, we are importing this module. In that module, we are importing a class called Mongo client. Through this class reference, you can communicate with MongoDB, right? Okay. Next, these libraries are enough. Actually, earlier, we used to use one more library called body parser, which is used for converting data into JSON. But now Express latest version inbuilt have a body parser. You can directly use it. You don't need to separately do. Because generally when you see online tutorials, websites, YouTube channels, many people will be showing you some more extra libraries which are not required. In the new version, Express itself have internally, you can directly use them. So import these three libraries. After that, so here we have to create connection string, connection and app. So how do we create connection string and app? First, to create a connection string, I will give a constant connection string, con string. What is connection string? To connect with MongoDB, we need a connection string. For every database, connection string will be different. What is the MongoDB connection string? MongoDB :17700127017. I told you this is the standard connection string to connect with the database. So by using this connection string, you can connect with database. So we are creating the connection string. After that, we are creating an app is equal to Express. By using Express, we are creating one app. So now what this app have to do? App have to use this CORS so that it can enable get, post, put, delete like methods. So we have to use app.use. Which one it should use? CORS. That is the first thing you have to do. Another important is this app have to collect data from your front end. From front end means your React or your Angular. Any technology can use this. When you design a form and send data from the form, data will come in a plain format that should be converted into JSON. That means how actually data will come. Usually you have a form. A form you design in React. Through the form you send data. The data will come in the format of URL encode. URL encode means in the format of URL encode data will come. That means data is transported as URL encode. What you have to do? So you have to collect the URL encode. So collect the URL encode and you have to convert into what? JSON. Then you can insert into the database. Insert into the database. So whatever data is submitted by a form that will come through URL encode, you have to collect the URL encode and convert into JSON. Actually, to do this, earlier we used to have a library called body parser. Body parser. But we don't need this now. This is inbuilt available by Express. You can use through Express. So now actually library have changed a little bit. That means 2 years back, people who learned React, Angular and other technologies from us, they come with a one complaint these days. What is that? Sir, 2 years back I learned React. 1 year back I learned React from you. Now I am trying an example. It's not working. When 1 year back I learned, I practiced, it was working. Now again it is not working because recently all the libraries are changed. Very recently, all the libraries, they changed themselves from callback to promises. That means earlier they used to use callbacks, but now they replaced all the callbacks to promise. That's the reason their library functions changed. Earlier we used to use a callback technique, but now callback technique is not there. Which technique we have to use? Promise. Very recently, all our working is promises. That's the reason you have to use promise technique. So what we don't need this body parser separately, it is inbuilt available. So what we have to do is app.use express have a URL encode. URL encode means allows to convert the data coming from a form. This URL encoded, we have to set extended to true. Extended to true. What is this line? Is nothing but allow the data coming from an external URL and convert that data. How to convert the data? App.use, convert the data express.what? JSON. That means what this indicates, allow the data coming from an external source and convert the data into what? JSON. These two things are compulsory. If you don't write this, your API get methods will work, but post, put, delete will not work. Why? Because get method will send data from server to client. So no problem. When data is coming from client to server, then problem will come. So you need to make sure that you are using this URL encoded. Okay. Next, connection and app is ready. Now what we have to do? We have to create API endpoints. We have to create API endpoints. What are the endpoints required? These are all the endpoints required. These we have to create. What is the first endpoint? App.get. Which method you need? Get method. So what is the route? Route is slash, what is it? Admin. This have to, it have a callback function. It is having a request, another one response. Now what we have to do? By using this request, we can collect data from client. Using this response, we can send data to client. What this admin have to do? Send admin details to client. From where? From MongoDB. We have to get the data from MongoDB. So we have a Mongo client class. Mongo client class have a connect method. This connect method will connect with the URL. What is our URL? We have connection string. In the connection string, we mentioned URL, that is the URL. Now, earlier, this connection function used to be a callback function, but now they change it to from callback to promise. So we have to use .then. You know, promises will use then, catch, finally. Even today, several websites are still showing callback method that will fail in the latest version of MongoDB drivers. Why they will fail? Because now recently they changed the library. So 1 year back when we trained people on React, Angular and other technologies to connect with database, we also showed them with callback on. And that is the reason those people are now following same method with the latest version, which will fail. We have to convert the callbacks into promises. Then what is this then? It will return a client object. So what is this client object is? If connection is successful, then through this client object, you can connect with the database. You can connect with the database, you can access data from database, you can insert, update, delete. Everything you can do by using this object. That means if connection is successful, a client object is returned to you. This client object can communicate with the database. So now what we will do is, we will first create a variable database. Which database we should communicate? We can access the database using the client object. So what is that client object? DB. DB database name. What is our database name? Video tutorial. Video tutorial is our database name. Okay. Now this database will be loaded into memory. You can access the database with this reference, right? Now in this database, in that particular database, we have a collection. Database have a collection. What is the collection name? Currently we are dealing with admin. That means what is the collection name? Admin. That means what it will do, it will connect with admin collection. How to read all the data from the collection? We learnt yesterday commands. Insert command for inserting, update command for updating, delete command for deleting, and for reading we have a find command. By using find command we can read. What this find command will do, it will return all the records. How many admin people are there, it will return all of them. Then what you will do, you convert that to array. Convert that data into array. After convert, if multiple are coming, because more than one admin can be there, then convert to array. After that, then after converting, then we'll collect the documents. Documents means records. It will collect all the records. These records you send to client. How to send to client? Response object. Through response object send method, you can send all the documents. And response.end, that is ready. Now we have the API endpoint ready. This is for fetching data from the admin. So what it is going to do? Connection is successful. After loading the database, connect with a collection called admin, find all the records, convert to array, read all the documents and send the documents to client. And after that end. Otherwise it is still processing. So you have to end the request. Okay, this is ready now. First we will test it. What we will do? App.listen. Listen on port number some 4040 and console.log. What is it? Server started at what? HTTP 127.0.0.1.40.40. Okay. Now, how do we start this? We have to run a command. To make it simple, you can put a shortcut. Go to package.json. In the package.json, you will have scripts. In the scripts, you have a file key. Key is API. And what this API have to do? This API have to run our API file. Right? This is your own name. You can give any shortcut name. You have to add in which location? Scripts. So what is your command? Node. Node is to run. And where is that file? It is in what? /. It is in which folder? Server. In server folder, it is having what is the file name? API.js. That means it should run that API. Okay. Now what is the advantage of this? Go to the terminal. You have to run npm run API. You can run the command npm run API. It will start the API. I think some problem as there. Require is not defined in which one? Corsa. Achha, some common JS problem is there. Actually, here in white library, they are using ES module system. but our node is using a node module system, a different module it is using. We have to change the module system actually. So what is the module system it is using is this one. Fine. That's the problem we are having. Huh? Okay, we have a conflict here with the module system. Earlier we don't have any issue because it is a separate module system. That means what it is saying that CommonJS module system, because we created using white na. So I will change this CJS. npm run API. Okay, now it is fine. Why? Because our white is using ES module system and our node is using CommonJS module system, and I kept both of them in one project. That is the reason it have a conflict. It says that our main module system is ES, but your module system is CommonJS. So if you are separately using another module system, then what you do, rename the file to CJS. CJS will use a CommonJS module system. That will be fine. And if I do this, then it starts and you can test it now. Because it is a GET request, you see server started and it is working. If it is a GET request, what to do? If it is a GET request, you can directly test from browser. From browser, we can directly test. http:/4040/what admin. It should get the admin data and display. So admin details are coming. That means it is successfully connecting with the database. It is getting the data and it is showing. So it is working fine. Your URL is working fine. So we created a API method to connect with the database, get the data and return the data. So our API is working fine. The API is working fine. I will terminate this. Okay. Because we need to add other methods. Huh? So this command is nothing but shortcut. Every time instead of running this, you can just use npm run API. When you use npm run API, it will execute this command. So your API will start automatically. Okay, right. Now in this API, one request successfully working. Same I have to do for others. Let's copy this. Okay. What is the next API route? Next API route according to our project, we need users. So here we have to use the route name as what? Users. Database is same. We have to connect with what? Users. That's it. Everything same. Only collection name is what? Users. Bring the users and use it. Okay, next what? Videos. I will paste another one. Here I will change this to what? Videos. What this have to do? Collection. Which collection? Videos. Videos is the collection. Okay, 3 ready. Now you run this and see npm run API. So we have 3 methods ready. Server started. Let's test them. Admin is getting admin. Users is going to get the users. It will get all the user information. What else? We have what? Videos. Videos is going to get all the videos. Video related information will come. So all the API requests are working fine, right? So let's stop this because we need to create some more. What is another get method you want? Another get method is what? We have videos /:ID. We learnt route parameters, how to pass route parameters /:, server side, client side. Remember previously you learnt client side routing. Now we are designing server side routes, right? Server side route, okay. Now what we have to do, convert this ID into number because it is a query string. So what we will do, var ID is equal to parse int. How to collect the ID? We have to use request dot parameters and parameter name is ID. So what request object can do? Request object can collect the route parameter. Actually in our client side we used use params. Use params for collecting the parameter. You practiced the complete routing now, right? Because for designing an application, routing, route parameters, nested routes, authorizing routes, everything is important. Cookies combination we learned. So this request.params is going to get the parameter and convert that into ID. Now what we have to do, we need to find and return only the video that is matching with the ID. So what is the video ID is the key. So how do you filter? Here I will change the function. What is it? Database dot collection name. What is the collection name? Collection name is videos. In that we have to use find one because we need to return only one record. Find if you are expecting array, and if you are expecting only one, then we have to use find one. How to write the query? Yesterday I showed you. In the query, we have to write video underscore ID is matching with ID that you entered. Am I right? Then it will get a document. That document we will send as a response. Response dot send. What is it? Document. And response dot end. This is to return only one document that is matching. You want to return multiple, then use the find. You want to return only one, then you use find one. Only one will come. Okay. Now this is also ready. npm run API, and you can check here. So I am giving videos /2. So video/2, there is nothing video/2. Video/1, that means it will get the first one. As of now, we are having only one. That means based on ID, it will return. I don't have any 2 or 3, so it is not showing anything. Later, if it is there, it will display. If I use videos of 1, it will get that 1, which is matching with that particular ID. So videos is working, it is returning multiple, video is returning only one object. It is returning only one object. We are using which method for that? Find one. Okay, stop this API now. Okay. Now what is the next request? So that means we designed all this. We need categories also, no? So we need to add one more. This is get what? Categories. Okay. And here what is it? Categories. Okay, it is returning multiple. So find multiple. There is no problem in that. Okay, now I will run this again and you will see here /what categories. It returns all the categories. Whatever categories are there, it will show. Everything is fine. Now next what? We need to design these methods. Post method, register user, post method, add video, and the post method, put method, edit video, delete video. Right? Let's see. We have to design the register user. Okay, let's stop this. And this time, what is the method name? App.post. That is the post. What is the path? /register user. Okay, request and what? Response. Now what we have to do is first collect the data coming from form, because from form user will send. And you know that from form, data can be submitted on two requests, get and post. On get request, if data is submitted, it is in query string. You learned HTML, na? On get request, if a form submits the data, it is in query string. On post request, if it submits, on get request, when you submit the data, it is in query string. On post request, where it will be? It will be in form body. So on get request, when a form submits the data, it is in query string. On a post request, when data is submitted, it is in form body. That is the general form method you learned. In HTML, form have method na get and post. So on post, when data is submitted, it is in the form body. So what you have to do now? So what we have to do is we have to create one user object. What this user object should contain? The user object should contain user details. According to our database, every user have a user ID, username, password, and email. So we need to create one object with what? User ID. User ID we are expecting from the data coming from the form. So request.body. Request.body is nothing but it will collect the data from form body. In the form body, what is the key? User ID. That means in the form body also we are expecting, means in the form, the field name we are expecting same. What is the field name? User ID. Collect the data from there. Then username. Username. Request.body.what? Username. Next what? Password. Request.body.what? Password. Next what? Email. So request.body.what? Email. Okay. We are collecting all the data. Same what we are expecting in the database we are designing. Okay. After collecting user details, we have to post this to MongoDB. So what we have to do? Mongo client.connect. Connect with connection string. After connecting with connection string, get the client object. And I am using a client object, right? Okay, now we will create a database. Client object DB. What is the database name? Video tutorial. Video tutorial is the database name. Okay, through that database we can access the collection. What is the collection? Videos. Into the videos collection, not videos, it is what? Users. Into the users collection, we need to insert one user. So yesterday we learned what is the method? Insert one. Insert one. So which one? User. The user details we collected from the form. This one we will insert. After that, dot then we will put a simple callback. So here what we will do? Console.log. I will put a message user registered just for confirmation. Then response.end. That's fine. That means adding a new user is ready. Adding a new user is ready. That means user register is ready. On user register, we have to collect the user details and we need to insert into the database. Into the database, which collection? Users. This API is ready. Now what we do? Let's save this and run this. Run API. It starts the API. Now to test post method, you cannot test from browser. Post method, put method, delete methods we can test using. Suppose I have a Postman tool. Postman is a web debugger. API debugger na. We can use this Postman tool. And you can download Postman. It is an API debugger. Yesterday I showed you REST client. You can try that REST client. But in REST client, you have to mention content type and all. So here I will remove. Okay. So what is the method you have to test? Post. Post method, and the URL is what? I'll just give 127.0.0.1:4040 slash, what is it? Register user. Because that is the route path, na? So route path is what? Register user. On which method? Post. So in Postman, you are selecting post method. This is the route method. And we need to send some data. We will go to body. In the body, there is already some data. I will remove this. In the body, we need to add the data. You see the body URL encoded. And what is the data you are expecting? User ID. User ID is some Sam underscore HYD something. And what is username? Username Sam Samson something. Okay, what is password? Password is sam@11. What is email? sam@outlook.com something. That is the data we are expecting, and click on send. Once the data is sent and you see the database, in the database, once I refresh, that new user is added. That means insert is working fine. So that means our post action is working fine. We are collecting the data and inserting. Only the point is, in our React, we will design a form. From the form, we collect the data and insert into the database. Okay. This route is also working fine. I will copy this. Terminate. Yep. So we have a post method for user. Next, what? We need a post method for adding video. Na? For adding video, collect the video details and post. Okay. Who can add the video? Video can be added by whom? Admin. So we are expecting another post method. What is the post method? Add video. And what are the details we are expecting? Where? Video details we are expecting. Every video have a video ID. Video ID parse int. So request.body. That is video ID. Why? Because whatever data comes, it is in a string form. We have to convert that. Okay. Next, what? Title. Request.body.title. We have description. Description request.body.description. They are all string type. We have URL. Request.body.url. Next, we are having likes. So likes, how I given them in database. Capitalization, everything matters. So you need to check that. So we have likes. Okay, likes, parse int. This is request.body.what? Likes. Likes. Next, what? We have dislikes. So parse int. This also request.body.dislikes. Okay, next we have views. So parse int. This is also request.body.views. Okay. Next we have category underscore ID. Category ID. This is also parse int request.body.category ID. We are collecting all the data related to video. Now what to do? We have to insert this video details into which collection? Into videos. Insert one. Which one? Video. And here we will put a log. What is it? Video added. That is the message we are using. That is the video related option. We can test it later because already we know how to handle that, because you saw register user same. That means whatever details inserted, it will be into the database. Okay, next another method we need to create. What is that method? Modify. How do we modify the details? I will copy. You need to create, not post method. You have to create which method? Put. What is the URL? What is it? Edit video. Edit video, collect the new video details. And here we edit video based on ID /ID. We have to collect the ID also, where ID is equal to parseInt request.parameters.id. That means you learned yesterday the update method I showed you. Update contains two queries, one find query, another one update query. So find by ID and update the video details. So here we have to use which one? It is not insert one. You have to use what? Update one. Update one, it requires two queries. One is find query, another one is what? Update query. What is the find query? Find video underscore ID matching with the ID we entered. Okay. After finding that, how to update the video details by using $set. Set the new video details. New video is nothing but it is coming from here. Set the new video details. That means whatever new details they enter, any modification they define and send those details. That means find the video based on ID and update that particular ID. And we will put a message. What is it? Video updated. That is fine. Now one more action we have to create. Let me copy that. Another action. What is another action? We have to use what? Delete. So we will put delete video based on ID /ID. Now same we have to collect where ID is parseInt. ParseInt, what is it? Request.parameters.id. Okay. Now we will remove this is not required. Here we need to use only which option? Delete one. Delete one based on ID. So what is the query? Video ID is matching with the ID you entered. Then what is the message? Video what? Deleted. That is the message. So delete action, update action, and edit, insert action. Let's try this. I will copy this. I will run this now. Okay, run API. And okay, API is ready. Let's test it. We are requesting post. So add video. Okay. And what are the video details we need to add? So video details we need to add in the body. In the body, you need to post the details. What is it? Video underscore ID is 2. Title is some React.js, React tutorial. So description is what? Description. Description is what? Something React.js basics, something. Another one is URL. URL temporarily, roughly, I will put something https://www.youtube.com/embed/some code. Roughly, I'm just using it. Later, we will put a good one. And another one is what? Likes. Likes, suppose 400. Dislikes, some 0. And views, as suppose some 6,000. Category ID. Category underscore ID. This belongs to which category? React category. What is the React category ID? React category ID is 2 na. That means the category ID is what? 2. Just I am temporal. Later we will create a relation in the UI. Okay. Now just click on send. Is there anything else? No. Right? We will send. And the request is sent successfully. And you go to the videos, you refresh, and another video is added. And when video is added, make sure that everything is perfectly data type configured. That means it is numbered, it is string, everything is perfectly configured. Okay, let's update the video. How to update the video? Which method we have to use? Put method we have to use. And what is the method name? Edit video. What is the ID? 1, not 2. We want to edit the second video. What are the new details? I want the new details like here. React Redux. Okay, here I will give React Redux tutorial. And here likes I given changes some 700. That's enough. Views suppose 8,000. Like this. Category ID is same and click on send. That means it should send the data and you refresh this now. Once you refresh, the data is updated here. That means the data is updated here. All the modifications are updated here. So put option is also working fine. One more thing should work. What is that? Delete. Delete. What is the API? Delete video. Based on the second one I want to delete. Then click on send. I click on send. The second one is sent and I refresh. The second video is deleted. So all the CRUD operations are working fine. Now what is our job? You know the URLs. You have to design UI for this in React. That means using React TypeScript, we will build the complete UI for this. In that UI, we will implement routing, Axios, everything. Routing, in routing, first dashboard should come, admin login, user login should come. So all this API related requests. I will copy this and this is the CJS file. This is the CJS file code. One more thing I showed you to make it work perfectly with a shortcut command, what you have to do. So next point you have to go to package.json. In that you will have scripts. In the scripts area, we have to put API script and it should use node./server/api.cjs. You have to add this. What is the advantage of that? So from terminal, you can run command. What is the command? npm run API. That's it. It will start your API. So all the API database, everything is ready. Now what is our job? So now we have to build UI in React. So here this is using, here we will use TypeScript. Language. So build UI in React using TypeScript as language. For this application, we have to build the UI. For that, we will use the latest white application, right? So in that, we will set up all the libraries, create the routes, and we will design the forms. From form, you must able to post into database. That we'll see tomorrow, right? In tomorrow's session, we can finish this. So it's a very complex one. So many hierarchies are there, but we can easily do that because already we done to-do application like design, we can create. I will give you up to 3-4 levels help. Up to 3-4 levels, I will give you help. Rest you have to implement. right? Project is not for me, it is for you. If I do project, what you will get, you have to do project. So I will guide you in that. So I will show you some hints. I will integrate latest things. I will show you latest features, where to use, how to use and all. But complete you have to do. If you can do, I will give another project to you. You can practice by yourself, right? First, tomorrow we will build the UI for this and we will finish this. Okay, right.